how to fight the bigger guys or girls in your academy. Hey guys, Coach Tom, I'm here with Reese. We're having a look today at one of the things that I'm asked most from viewers on the channel and the website, which is what are some tips of fighting bigger guys? Now, although I'm 200 pounds nowadays, when I first started jiu-jitsu, I was the small, weak kid, and my training partners were big, strong guys, you know, adults often when I was a youth, and then even when I was sort of in my late teens, these guys were, so many of my common and toughest training partners were, you know, nearly double my size. So I was able to sort of solve this problem quite effectively, and I think with some of these tools of the trade will really help you. So first things first, you're probably going to be on the bottom, so don't make a mistake of starting to grapple on your knees like this, because if Reese is a big guy, he can push me over, and now I'm in big trouble, okay? So if you imagine Reese is 300 pounds, I'm 150 pounds, I want to start kind of like this. Now, this isn't just to fall back to guard, okay? Because of my size disadvantage, it means I have a speed and mobility advantage. So if Reese is a big guy and he's here and we slap hands, I might be able to put him down using my speed and mobility, okay? However, assuming we can't do that, as I start here with Reese and we slap hands, I'm going to get gripped, okay? What I want to try to do is control his hand. Okay, him passing the guard without hands isn't going to work. So, in the gi, for instance, I try to grab his sleeves, okay, and a collar. If I can get 2 sleeves, great, but sometimes at the high level, they like to keep one hand back, so I might have to have a collar. From here, I now need to make sure he doesn't put his weight through me. So I'm going to offset his weight by having at least 1 foot in his hip. I like to have my other foot down on a knee, okay? But it can also come up if he starts trying to grip me. So if he tries to grip me here, I can bring that foot up and put it into his shoulder or bicep. Now, if he's a big guy, he's going to be trying to put his weight on me and pass. So we need to have insurance. And insurance against the big guy is the leg lasso. So I'm going to put my right foot in his hip, I stretch him out, and I'm going to bring my left leg over, shin into the ribs, elbow tight, and I'm going to rotate back. Now if Reese goes to put weight into me, he's just never going to be able to get that, okay? So now that I'm here and I've got the big guy's weight off of me, I can now look at keeping him busy. And I don't want to use my body against him as much as I want to use my mind. So now I'm going to start alternating weapons. So I might pull his collar down, and then I might put this foot in his bicep. Okay, what I'm trying to do now is get him off balance or in a precarious situation ready for a submission. So, from here, for instance, he doesn't even know, but he's pulled himself into a triangle. All I need to do is point the toes of my left foot and my right foot, pull the collar, and I can lock my triangle here. Okay? So, if he's a big guy, you think, maybe I can't triangle him, and maybe you have a grip like this and you're keeping him away. Well then what we can do is we can bring him forward, okay, like this, and now we can start moving our body underneath him. The bigger he is, the more space he'll have underneath him. So we could go here to an overhook X, okay? This is a hybrid with a leg lasso. We could also go to a single leg X. Again, notice the principle. I'm using all 4 of my limbs, and I'm trying to use them in a way that he can't put his weight on me, okay? He can try to put his weight on me now, but he just can't, okay? And now I can grab, I can sweep, and I can start putting all of my weight and power into just his foot. Okay, so you see what I'm trying to do? I'm trying to align my body in a way that I put all of my attention onto the smallest part of his body, while also realizing that I've always got something in his hip. I've always got to keep him away. If I let Reese's hip start coming up towards me like this, and he's a big guy, oh, you're going to feel this. Okay, so remember the principles. If he's a bigger guy than you, make sure you control the hands as best you can. If you can't control both hands, control a collar. Make sure you oppose his hip. Do not let them put weight into you. Remember, if he's too much bigger than you, you might not be able to submit them within, say, a 5-minute rolling round at your academy, but you can stop them from submitting you in those 5 minutes. And for some people, that's even more of a victory, okay? But then make sure you're playing a spider guard or a hybrid open guard style so that you're using all 4 limbs. He may be bigger, you need to be smarter. Okay? But even if you're not smarter, you need to put all of your lion pack onto the one gazelle. So, you can do things like Ashigarami, okay? Overhook X, all of this stuff you can do. Because what you're trying to do is align all of your body and all of your power against just one limb. Because then he has to be so much stronger than you to even have a chance. But he won't be, okay? So there's some of the tips that I use when fighting bigger guys. But if you can develop your jiu-jitsu, in particular, develop more of the mental side rather than the physical side of your jiu-jitsu, you'll find that it's actually sometimes easier to fight bigger guys. You know, I have the luxury of fighting guys over 300 pounds all the time. It's one of the reasons I love heading to Dallas to train my jiu-jitsu. I literally got back yesterday because there's plenty of high-level black belts above 300 pounds and they're amazing, technical and big guys. And if you can calibrate your jiu-jitsu to the big guys at your academy or wherever you fight, then what you can do is when you then fight smaller people, it's a lot easier to deal with them. If you're used to bench pressing 500 pounds, 200 pounds is really light. So use the big guys and girls in your academy to your advantage, develop your open guard, and remember, keep their hips away from you and you're gonna be good to go. Thanks for watching, guys. Enjoy rolling with big guys. Thanks, take care. Thanks for watching the video, guys. I hope you loved it. For more free videos, click here. And if you'd like to get our free Footlock Masterclass, please click here. And if you'd like to help support me so I can help bring you high-level jiu-jitsu for free every day, please click here. Thank you for watching, guys. I'm Coach Tom. I'll see you next time.